Hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boom! Oh, thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
All right, Dynamite. Got my ring from Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Peppers.
Yeah, buddy, look at that thing.
Ah.
Jeff, look at that. Thank you, sir.
Ah.
Man, that's nice. That big cinch run. Y'all, if you're looking for a lift ring, go get you one of these bad boys. Check that out, man. That is nice. Super nice. Got all the straps. Got your cinch rope. We're going to use this sucker really soon. So go over to check out Jeff's Giant Growing Journal, I think is what it's called, or Jeff's Growing Journal, something like that. Jeff Theil, T-H-E-I-L. Go check him out. If you're looking for a pumpkin lift ring, this right here is what you need to lift them up, okay? And that thing is heavy duty. The ring, and trust me, it's gonna lift stuff. He lifts his with that, and he makes them, so go check them out and get you one. You got the lift straps that come with them and the cinch rope, so everything's there that you need. It's a good price, so go check him out. Buy you one if you need one. He also makes the knuckles. If you can afford the legs, he makes the knuckles. The stinking legs around here was 200 bucks a pop this year, and they were 80 bucks last year, so there's that. But yeah, we're going to put this thing to good use. So thanks again, Jeff, and let's get on to the next. Hey guys, got a couple of vine peaches here. This was one of them. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but it did fall right off the vine. Got that one down there. It's not ripe yet. Got this little one here. It's not ripe yet. I don't know that it will be. Got that one there, and that one over there. Like I said, I don't know what the deal was around here with them, but they don't grow very good over here, I can tell you that much. Look at this massive cushaw, y'all. That thing is a monster. I mean, an absolute brick. And I'm actually thinking about cutting a few of the others off so that one there can finish out growing. Because I'm actually kind of excited about that. The way it's growing, it could end up being the West Virginia state record, which is 57 pounds for a cushaw. I got several butternuts in there growing, just letting them do their thing. I ain't really after anything as far as they're concerned this year. Come over here. Come on. Come on, babies. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, babies. Come on. Come on, babies. Meh. Meh. Meow. 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 They listen to Kira better than they do me.
Come on.
Watch them. They won't listen to me, but they did her.
Up on top calling.
Ellie Mae.
She gets it honest.
Well, they're all locked into her, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
Meh.
The one's off a little bit.
Yeah, it's back leg. It's probably getting after flies. That's funny.
You see him through the plant?
Yeah. They locked in. I ain't never had one lock in like that. And just,
Wonder where their mama's at.
I don't know. Yeah. Said, I'm out. See you later. All right, let's go try to weigh this one. It had a bad spot there. And it was really doing some good work. I was hopeful for it. But it went down. Leave it right there for just a second. I don't expect it to be much more than the others. Or anywhere close. Hey.
We're back together.
Yeah, you are. Alright, let's go over here. Now, I do have one over here, but I have major concerns with it. As you'll see here, it's a really big tomato. It's really looking nice. Doing some good stuff, but it's got a little bit of a spot right there. I don't like that much, so we're gonna have to sulfur that and kind of take care of that. And then I got some over here, and we need to cover those up. So do a little bit of work on these and get them straightened out and on to the next. All right, guys, so you can see there we've cleaned all the black out and got it all scraped down. It wasn't really hard. We didn't really scrape it much. We just got it all that black out of there. It was just going to continue to rot. Got it cleaned out. We're going to go get some bleach. Going to bleach it and put a little bit of fungicide on it and some sulfur powder. All right, guys, got a little bit of bleach here. I'm just going to bleach it like that. In fact, I'm just going to kind of spray the entire thing down, and then I'll just clean it from there. I'm thinking maybe we should do this all the time, kind of clean it all up like this and stuff, especially around the area that it's growing. I'm gonna leave it sit there for just a couple minutes, not long, just you know, a little bit, and start cleaning it all off, getting it dried. Be very, very careful not to break it off the vine, because it will break. In fact, this one probably needs to have some supports put on it just as soon as I'm done here, but we're gonna have to pull pumpkins this evening, so I don't know that I'll remember to do it, but I'll try. But we're getting ready to pull some pumpkins and go to a weigh off in Gadsden, Kentucky, or Gaston, Kentucky, one of the two. And just get that good and wiped off. You can leave it sit on the vine just a little bit longer. That hole, just gonna dip it down in there like so, get it clean, break any branches that are touching it away from it, keep any kind of bad things away. You don't want bugs in here, so those is what will actually hurt it even quicker, is if you get bugs in there. Run your finger in there with that terry cloth and get as much of the gunk as you can out that you couldn't necessarily get with a knife. Just try to get as much of that crap out of there as you can. Right now, take our Daconil. Y'all quit fighting. I hate these squirt bottles. No matter what I do. There we go. Let that set for just a little bit. Maybe even spray the vine down, keep any fungicides down. This is just Daconil. Let it set. Then take your rag, and just kind of, you don't want it sitting in that hole. You just want it in the hole, but you don't want it sitting in the hole. All right, so now we got that out. Now, and take a little bit of sulfur powder. And I do mean a little bit. And you just kind of try to get every bit of it sulfured. If there's a crack, sulfur it. That way you can try to eliminate any kind of issues and possibly heal it up. That's what you're wanting ultimately, is to heal it all up. Okay. And I put sulfur on a lot of stuff, so. Right now, you'll just leave it sit there for a little bit. Come by and just blow it, and it'll blow right off. You know, just. There you go. Let it set and dry for a little bit longer. Come by and blow it again, or maybe even take your terry cloth here that you cover it with, and wipe it off a little bit, and that way it's only sitting where it needs to be. So there you go. All right, guys, this is Redneck Technology. We are using a drone to assist us in our pumpkin lift tonight, since we had to build a new apparatus. We actually built 2, so now we have 3 pumpkin apparatuses to lift with. So we finally got her off the ground. Now we're gonna put her on a pallet, drag her out with the winch, take her to the big lift, lift her, get a weight, put her on the pallet, on the trailer, and then go to the other patch and pull that one out in the same manner. So we'll see you later. So we've spent literally all day. It's 3 o'clock. We've been out here all day toiling, trying to get this pumpkin up. We get it up onto the trailer, and now we can't get the trailer out of the patch. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're bringing my big baby around here, my big black baby, Black Beauty herself. We'll come around the corner of that house right there, and when she does, I'm gonna hook this winch up to it, and we're gonna pull that joker out of here with the winch, side by side and all. I'll leave it hooked up and pull it all out of here. So there she be. What's she doing? Oh, I guess that is smarter, I guess. But I ain't got nothing to hook to back there. Let me get this situated. So we have got it this far out of the patch, thank God. And yeah, so here she is. I don't know, we're trying to figure this all out, I reckon. So we're gonna get the winch going again, and hopefully we'll be out of here in the next hour. Y'all got it loaded up. Definitely ain't gonna be able to use this next weekend to do this with, because it ain't gonna do it. State record longboard is loaded up. Everything's strapped down, screwed down, ready to go. We're gonna load up the truck and get out of here. 6-hour drive to Guston. So let's go do it. The fog looking stuff down here, man. It's just like a haze. We be in Kentucky, man. We be in Kentucky. Watch these bumps. Man, that one back there was a doozy. Had to stop afterward and make sure everything was good. Note to self, it's close to Ironton, Ohio, and West Huntington. That's the place. Bad bump.
That's a pretty orange pumpkin. Pretty good size, too.
Mom, can I find a
Little one, hey, one back there. Okay, you got those? Big one?
Come on up, Ryan. Okay, you got a good looking pumpkin there.
Kira, Kira, stay back here.
It could be second seed. Yes.
Was yesterday? It was bone.
That means he's hit. They checking around, they seeing just exactly what's going on there. Yeah, looks pretty good. Get the bottom checked, we'll be ready to rumble. I don't have the paper on it. You tape
727.
tape 727. Let's see if it goes heavy. And it's good. Here we go. Get that rascal on there. We're gonna know. He wants 800.
800.
All right, everybody pull for him. 800 is what we're looking for. All righty. Got her on there, moving the straps, ready to go. Uh-oh. Let's see here. 665 pounds. A little bit shy, but still a good one and a pretty pumpkin. Go over there and get you a good picture of that.
is in all her glory. She is a big girl. No stem issues that I can see here. Crack looks fantastic. Nothing wrong there that I can see at all. Looks good, looks healed up nicely. Everything is looking a-okay on this fruit, I think. Now we are getting some spots here that I don't really like, you know, and you can see those lines of them right there. I don't really like that either, but I think she's gonna be okay. I don't think it's anything to stress over or worry about. I don't see anything around her that is bad. I mean, I can't, there's nothing there that I can see or feel that would make me think that this fruit has any issues. So that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. She's a big gal. So I'm happy with her. I'm happy with her. So she's gonna keep on growing and hopefully produce a 3rd place winning is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 3rd place at the North Carolina State Fair this year. That's what I want. That's what we're praying for. And hopefully, with any luck, that's what we're gonna get. So, man, this rib is just huge. And, you know, she is pretty, but she's starting to get a lot of cantaloupe in here. And there's several weeks between now and then. So if that cantaloupe keeps on going, we may not have a very pretty pumpkin. And she might not get a HD award. But that'd be all right if I can get 3rd place. I don't need an HD award if I can get 3rd. I'm a-okay with it. I do not like it, however. All this right here. So I'm gonna try to look back in there a little bit better. So I've looked in there about the best I can. And see if I can get this. Get that flash on there, yeah. You can kind of see a little bit back over in there a little bit better with the flash on. The actual flashlight does a lot better, but I've cleared it out. It's hooved up just like that 1883 is, pretty significantly. I mean, I can see a good ways back up in there. You know, and I don't really like it. So I think I'm gonna buy me a camera for like drains and stuff, one of those drain cameras, so I can stick up underneath my pumpkins that are like this and be able to look around and see if there's any issues, you know, any rodent bites or anything that would harm the fruit. So I think it'd be wise to invest in one of those. But you guys can see I'm fish-eyed out now. The camera is, and the pumpkin is massive, y'all. I mean, literally, it's a 4x4. If I was to pull this pumpkin this way, it would fill up all this area I'm standing on right here. This pumpkin, it would be a 4x4, perfect square, pretty much. So it's doing good. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. It's a big gal. She is don't let the camera fool you. It's a big old pumpkin right here, y'all. And so yesterday, Ethan Ramey, he had one that was down there at Robert's Family Farm, and it was a 1965, and it measured like 931 and went 1,000 pounds. And they actually even had it smaller than that. They had it measuring even smaller than 931, and it went 1,000 pounds. So they're there. The genetics are there to go heavy, and I believe it will go heavy. So we're gonna let her be. I'm gonna cover her back up, and I might let her get a little sun, dry her off a little bit, and then cover her up. But she's a beast, y'all. I mean, she is a beast of a fruit. So don't let the camera fool you. Let's go over here and take a look at the Kinsey fruit and check on it, and then check on the tiles, fruits, and then we'll go check out on that 1088. Just so y'all can see these pumpkins here. You know, this one and the other one over there. I mean, if y'all want something to grow, that's part of the 1883 still, all this is. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all want something that's going to grow and do something cool, get y'all some 1883s. Track them down at the way off, not the way off, but the auctions. Check them out there. you know, whatever. But I would definitely get one and grow it and put it into your own stock, you know, that you're looking to build up. It's a great plant, just wants to grow. So definitely something you'd want to put into it. But yeah, I would highly recommend an 1883 to anybody. All right, let's see here. What's this tomato doing? Please don't be going ripe on me, and you are. You're flashing. Doggone it. Doggone it. I got to get you to the weigh off there this week coming. Are you going to make it or not? I don't know that you'll make it that far. Well, we're just going to cover you up here and hope and pray you do. So keep it covered. Tomatoes have been frustrating this year. We ain't giving up though. We ain't giving up. We're gonna try to get it. Just all I want is a 3 to 3.5 pound, maybe 4. If I can get a 3.5, 4 pound fruit, I'd be tickled plum pink with that. You didn't hear me complain one bit. That'd be the biggest mater I'd ever grown if it's 3.5 pound or bigger. That thing here, that's a big old pumpkin, y'all. She's a big old gal. I thought about pulling some of these fruit this week. I mean, there's really no need to be letting them grow any longer than what they are. That thing there's growing and sapping like crazy. Look at that. Look at how it's sapping like crazy. Vines all tight on it. And that's just wild. And anyhow, I thought about going ahead and pulling most of these plants out this week and just letting everything, you know, get out of the way and out of the patch and start getting ready to plant some cover crop on everything. I don't know if I want to or not. I like having buyers for them before I yank them out or take them to a weigh off. You know, I like growing them all the way up till the day that they go to the weigh off or day before, or I like to have a buyer for them. This thing is, that's a solid fruit, y'all. Solid fruit. It's got a bunch of little ones all in it too. They're all white. That's a beautiful thing. Look at that fruit. That's just pretty. I mean, it's ugly, but it's pretty. So, I don't know. Might need to make some contacts today and see about selling some of them. I'd like to sell Kenzie before I take her to the weigh off next weekend. So, have her sold and ready to go so I can bring her home and drop her off and get that money sent over to Jason. So, she's a pretty one though. Look how she sheens and shines there. Probably need to get me a terry cloth, bring her here and rub on her a little bit and clean her up some. Let's go over and take a look at her. Look here. See how much power's in them plants right now? They're blowing these little ones. And that's gonna keep happening. Them little ones can't handle it. I literally exploded one last year. I mean, just blew her up. So this one here, it's ugly as sin, but it's cool as heck. Look at that thing. It's just an odd looking pumpkin and dense little rascal. Anyhow, this old girl here, she's beautiful. She's a pretty gal. And her seeds is crossed with that 1883. So, man, I'm telling you what. Here, for those of you who don't know, the breeding pumpkins is like breeding dogs, you know, or breeding horses. You want your best stock to your best stock. Traits going into traits, right? This pumpkin here is a 2350 Ginger. It is the mommy and the daddy, both, to the 1883. And how's that? Well, Scott grew a 2350 Ginger last year. He took that fruit and selfed it, okay? That'd be like taking this male flower to a female flower. This is a 2350, and you take a 2350 male flower to a 2350 female flower. That's called self-pollinating. So Scott self-pollinated that 1883, right? And then it turned out to be a crazy beautiful color, which grew my Howard Dill winner from yesterday that we pulled out of the patch. Bebop was an 1883. What I done to further the genes and keep it consistent, I took the 2350, which was the daddy and the mommy, and I put it back with the 1883, which was the progeny. Then I took the progeny, the 1883, and I put it into this one, the 2350. And that is how pumpkin breeding is done. Now, of course, more goes into it. The 1347 Rotoball up there in the front yard, right there. Okay, well, I bred that to this 2195 tile, right? So you got to do things that make sense and help the fruit, right? And I'm hoping this thing will get a little bit more orange on her. So I probably do need to cover her though during the heat of the day, keep her cool. Don't really want her too hot. See what her stem looks like back here. Her stem looks wonderful. She's a beautiful pumpkin. So we'll see what she ends up getting. I think about 800 and some pounds is what she'll be. So we'll see if she's taping 885. So that's what I'm hoping she goes, either that or maybe a touch over. It'd be great. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get her wrapped up and we'll go take a look at it. Guys, so this one I just measured 68 pounds. So only got 2 pounds bigger since last time I checked it, which was several days back. So I would have thought we would have been on point. So we're creeping up there slowly to the state record, but it's very slow. So we need faster rate of return on this fruit if we're going to get there with it. So we'll see what it does. We'll measure these ones next and see. This one here's looking pretty big now. And kind of see what it's doing, and we may end up, I don't know, might end up cutting this one off just to let that one, I don't know, we'll have to see. Here's estimated at 51 pounds, so that's pretty good. It's definitely catching up, so we may need to go on ahead and call one of them others and let this one take on. So we'll measure this one over here and see what we got. So this one here is catching up. It's 67, measuring 67 pounds, and it's probably one of my more solid fruit. So I guess we're just gonna let them all do their thing and let the cards fall where they may. So yeah, just one of those, it's hard to tell what to do in this situation, so just let it all do its thing. So we can get out of here and look at some more stuff real quick, and then on the corn is looking phenomenal. We got like 3 ears on this one right here. You can see starting. This one's got 1, 2, I can see 2 ears so far on this one right here. So we'll see. Silks hadn't come out yet, and don't really like, the silks are out on this one, but not that one. Actually, it's got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 right here on this side. But I don't know, just so long as I get some seeds, I don't care. Need to produce a really nice ear too, and I don't know that there's enough time, but we shall see. We shall see. Walking our way on down through here, just walking all through the watermelons. It don't matter at this point, but a nice curly Q there on that, and I don't know, I think she's probably ripe and ready. Don't know if we should pull her out and eat her, or just leave her be and see what she does. I'm not sure what to do with her, but we'll see. Another sunflower that fell while we were gone. Not a big deal. Got all my corn down here is producing ears, and they're looking lovely. That one right there is going to be a huge ear. Look how long that thing is. That's a super long ear. I mean, that thing's already as long as my arm. Check that out. Look there. It's gonna be a nice one if it'll fill out. We'll see, we'll see. They need a lot of water when they're filling out. I don't think they're getting enough daylight now. I need to get in here with a tiller and till up some stuff. There's Jaden's fruit. We're gonna get a good weight on that today. We're gonna pull that little gantry down here and get it set up and pull a good weight on it. I wanna know what Jaden grew. I wanna know a good weight. So we'll do that in the daytime, and hopefully we'll be a-okay. So, all right, get out of here and check this one real quick, and then on to doing the rest of our work. Look at that crap, pollen flowing off of it like crazy. All right, let's look at it. Lifting Jaden's pumpkin, try to get a good weight on it. I don't know if we'll have enough.
Nope. It's cleaning up. You're off the ground.
Off the ground.
Pull the chain up out of the way.
There it is. All right, set her down and get the seeds out of her. All right, Jaden, that's a good job. You did real good. Proud of you. We'll get the seeds out of here. Guys, any of the seeds that are purchased from this pumpkin will go directly to Jaden to help Jaden grow next year. So, guys, be looking for these seeds in the next coming weeks. It's a 1477 Caspers cross with that 905 or that 950 Cook. It's going to be a great cross. Check it out. Buy seeds from this pumpkin, and you know, support him in his growing endeavors. You know, that's what it's all about, getting these youth to learn how to grow, wanting to grow. So all the money that comes off of these seeds will go directly to Jaden. I don't get none of it. It goes to him to help him to grow next year and to help him get this little plot right here done up the right way so he can become a better grower. So, all right, guys, thanks. Guys, let's get to it, shall we? All right, guys, check it out. Busting them up. Solid fruit, y'all. Ain't no doubt about it. Pretty solid. That's, you see there, it's pretty nice here. We have to keep on checking on around. Good looking fruit, guys. We got all the seeds out of it. Pretty nice little haul there. Don't know exactly how many just yet, but there's several. That's be a good thing. Help him out. Not as many as I'd like to have seen, but you know, you can't control that. You can see we're still really green here. This pumpkin was definitely still growing and doing quite well. So if it would have made it to let's say we wasn't going to take it this weekend and we were going to take it to the North Carolina State Fair, this pumpkin would have probably been, you know, 700 plus pounds. It was going to estimated it could have been 726 by the time the weigh off, and it was heavy to chart anyhow. So you know, we'll see. We see what it could have been, and sadly wasn't. We see where it went down at. You can see the blossom end right here. This is the blossom. Go ahead and try to cut that out real quick for us so we can kind of take a gander at it, if at all possible. You can see how thick these walls were. You know, here's a little bit thinner over here, but a lot of that's been cut out already. We're thick over here. Also wanted to show you real quick, we've got cracking. See the crack there, right here, cracked, and right there, it's cracked. And those are very, very, very deep cracks. Also got some cracking on the ribs here on the side. And it's mainly back there. I don't have any cracking over here on this side to speak of. It was right there on the bottom part of the shoulders and right here on this side. So don't really know exactly what causes that, but it was cracked. And like I say, you can see how green all this was. That pumpkin was still growing really, really good. I mean, it's a great pumpkin. So really a great one for, you know, first beginner, you know, first year growers. You can see it's a very, very solid fruit. I mean, it was solid. So, and like I say, it did go heavy to chart. So that's a good thing. And that's after all this water, all this corner here. You can see it rotted from here, right here, all the way over to there. So that's, you know, about a quarter of the pumpkin size. So it started, you know, right here right here is where it started at. It goes all the way around. So anyhow, let's try to get that blossom end out and see how thick it was. Trying not to get the goop on me. Let's see here. Yeah, so there's the blossom right here. You can see, and that blossom is really thick, nice blossom end on there. Stem end is the same, really thick. So there it is. There's everything on it. Sad that it didn't get to go. It was a flat bottom girl too. She grew nice and flat, except for that little hump where she had to, where she came over her blossom end. But other than that, she was a really good pumpkin. I hope he grows this one again next year, so we'll see. Like I say, any money that is made off of these seeds will go directly to Jaden, so he can fund his little growing operation and get whatever he may need for next year. So we're gonna get out of here and clean this up and on to the next. Guys, heavy chili pepper. This is my poblano. It's my heavy chili pepper from the world's heaviest. Let's see what we got here. 10.7 ounces, 10.7 ounces. So 6 ounces behind. It was 16.22 ounce is the world record. So that's a pretty big chili. 10.7 ounces. Pretty good, pretty good. It's a pretty good chili. So that came off of the world record. You can see the stem had dried on me quite a bit here. So there's nothing you can do about that. It just got old, I guess. It's grown all summer long, so I guess it just got old and died back. But that's pretty good. 10.7 ounces. That's a pretty heavy pepper, y'all. And you can feel that thing, and it's weighty. Definitely weighty. So 10 pounds or 10.7 ounces. There we go.
Don't forget to smash that like button. That notification bell. Don't get the die.
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the die.
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job.
And
subscribe.